No red lines, no more exclusives, and countless other attention-grabbing headlines that tell people that really love playing on Xbox that they should probably just give up now because it's all over. It happens every other week because Microsoft has the Xbox leadership team bent over a barrel after it forked out $80 billion acquiring Activision and Bethesda. Look, there's no two ways about it. Xbox is going to publish more games on PlayStation. But while all this hysteria is going on, do you know what I see? A lot of games that I really enjoy on my Xbox, and a first-party lineup including the likes of Fable, Perfect Dark, Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty, and all the rest of it, playable on any screen in my house, or my pocket, or basically anywhere I can see myself getting bored enough to want to play a video game. Which, if you ask me, is pretty fucking cool. So why is everybody losing their minds? Because Microsoft is not providing any clarity on its publishing strategy with titles that have traditionally been considered console exclusives. Xbox head Phil Spencer said he's not drawing any specific red lines on Xbox IP going to other platforms right now. This isn't corporate speak for it's all going to PlayStation, despite what the usual suspects are claiming. It's code for it's too soon to say, so we're not taking anything off the table because we like making money. We live in a time of economic and geopolitical uncertainty. If for any reason a game needs to make more money, third-party publishing is a useful lever Microsoft can pull if it wants to. This dynamic decision-making approach is unhelpful for those who hold legitimate concern about the future of their preferred gaming platform though, and Xbox's leadership team has managed to damage trust significantly with its inconsistency around platform exclusivity. The Outer Worlds 2 was billed as an Xbox console exclusive in 2021. That's no longer the case. Indiana Jones was, quote, not one of the 4 games going multi-platform, which was true at the time, until it became the 5th game Microsoft would publish elsewhere. Rumours about Hellblade 2, Starfield, and even whisperings of Fable going to PS5 also keep circling. This ambiguity creates a vacuum that only speculation can fill, which by proxy makes Microsoft responsible for doing serious harm to the hardcore Xbox fanbase. Doubt is building, and the void it's created is becoming increasingly toxic. People are worried that if every single Xbox game ends up being published on PlayStation, there won't be a need for people to buy an Xbox console anymore. I empathise with this concern, I really do, but exclusive games aren't the only reason people buy into an ecosystem, and Xbox's platform is unrivaled in terms of what it offers to a consumer right now. Game Pass, cloud gaming, cloud saves, my preferred type of controller, and a solid online service offering are the reasons why I keep buying Xbox hardware subscriptions and games. I love what the platform offers, and above all else, that's what keeps me there. So to those that are constantly throwing tantrums about hypotheticals, I implore you to spend less time on Twitter. Let Phil and the gang worry about how it's going to continue making money, because honestly, unless you're a Microsoft shareholder, there isn't really a good enough reason for you to worry about this stuff instead of just playing video games. That's it. It's not hard. Seriously, I feel like there's a group of people online that are chronically addicted to living in a state of semi-permanent existential crisis. Go outside, touch some grass, and then go and play some video games. And if that doesn't do it, watch the 2024 Summer Showcase again, because that shit was straight fire. It's crazy how quickly people forget how sick that show was and instead pivot to banging the drum about how Xbox is dead. Again. I honestly should just cut the video there, but the purpose of this video is to talk about what I like to refer to as the gateway drug strategy, which is applicable to all entertainment mediums, not just video games. And it's the method I believe Microsoft should be considering when looking at publishing Xbox IP on rival console platforms. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and with all that said, let's get into it. I want to tell you about a TV show I've been watching recently. Stay with me, I promise this will come back around. It's a British comedy drama called Pragmatic, a show about a group of professional thieves produced by Sky, and all 6 seasons are available on Sky's streaming service called Now TV, as well as its satellite TV offering. A few months ago, seasons 1 to 4 of Pragmatic dropped on Netflix. I hadn't watched Pragmatic before because I don't have Sky and I wasn't a subscriber to Now TV. I watched seasons 1 to 4 of Pragmatic with Mrs. Headley and we loved it. Seasons 1 to 4 on Netflix acted as my gateway drug here. But if I wanted my fix, there was only one place I was going to get more of it. You guessed it, I subscribed to Now TV. And once I got there, I started watching season 5 of Pragmatic. Seeing as Sky already has my money, I figure I may as well take a look around, and what do you know, I found a bunch of content good enough to keep me there for a while. Sweet Pea, From, Ted, and more, now at my fingertips. Much like any other subscription service you're probably already paying for, this is just how it works. You show up for something you want, and you end up staying because there's a bunch of stuff on there you didn't know you were looking for. You're probably thinking, okay, so how does this relate to Xbox? Well, it speaks to how exclusive content works, and how it can become a driver for users outside of an ecosystem to explore. If you put all your games everywhere, as some of the more disingenuous voices are preaching is already happening with absolute certainty and zero evidence to back it up, you eliminate reasons for a user to go and explore what you have to offer, because that content can already be accessed on the platform you're using. The gateway drug strategy is about being a little bit more selective with where content is going. So for example, if you give someone on PlayStation a taster of an IP like Halo or Gears of War, but don't give them everything that's available, just some legacy content, you spark curiosity in that player to go and explore more of what that IP offers. Let's say Halo the Master Chief Collection launches on PlayStation, and a bunch of people over there that have never played a Halo game before say, you know what, that was pretty good, I want some more. Halo MCC acts as the gateway drug, but if this hypothetical player wants more Halo content, the best place they can access all of that is via Xbox Game Pass, something Microsoft has set itself up perfectly to facilitate with Xbox Cloud Gaming. That is how Microsoft can stay competitive with Sony while offering a sample of what it has to offer on another ecosystem. There is of course another side to this conversation, which is to discuss the perspective of the money-hungry Microsoft overlords in the driving seat of Xbox right now. Xbox's high-profile acquisition spree may have put it into a strong position in terms of content production and variety, but it comes at a cost: the demand to make sure that every development studio is profitable. That means making sure that studios who are capable of porting their games to other platforms are geared up to do so if required. It comes down to how each game performs in terms of Game Pass updates, sales performance, player retention, upselling via DLC, microtransactions, licensing deals, and more. This is what Microsoft means by case by case. How much money is Disney owed for games like Indiana Jones or Blade? How many new players will games like Fable and South of Midnight pull into Game Pass? How many players bought into things like early access for Starfield? Would a larger player count have a more positive impact on a game like Sea of Thieves? These are the type of questions being asked at Microsoft right now, which drive the reality behind the no red lines conversation. Selective third-party publishing should actually be a net positive for Microsoft's production pipeline, because there will be more communication and collaboration between studios. It also means more money coming in to deliver content via Game Pass. We've entered the realm of what I like to call Schrodinger's exclusive, where every Xbox title has the potential to be both exclusive and multi-platform until proven otherwise. This actually becomes quite harmful to the conversation around whichever game is being discussed, because instead of looking at the merits of the game itself, we're too busy talking about where else it's gonna go, which is really frustrating as an Xbox player because Xbox is making some really good games right now. It's likely that the majority of games developed by both Bethesda and Activision Blizzard will continue to be published across multiple platforms. These were historically third-party publishers, so multi-platform releases are the status quo for them. The waters get murkier when we look at teams operating under the Xbox Game Studios banner though. Xbox's stagnant console sales absolutely contribute to this issue, but it's not the only factor to keep in mind here. Games are becoming increasingly expensive to make and have to compete harder for player attention and retention in an age of on-demand content. It's why PlayStation is publishing more games on PC, because budgets are inflating and these costs need to be covered. The easiest way to do that is by marketing to a larger audience. Xbox putting Halo on PlayStation is a topic I summarized in a recent video, by the way. I strongly recommend checking that one out if you want a balanced take on the whole Xbox third-party publishing saga thing. Look, don't get me wrong, I don't want to see Xbox go full third-party. I think it would be harmful to the brand because I don't think the value proposition of Game Pass alone is a powerful enough USP. Subscription services need unique content to keep users there. Xbox's innovation in cloud gaming doesn't eliminate the need for a console, but publishing every Xbox title, including stuff like the latest Halo game day and date on PlayStation, would make users question whether or not there is a need for them to continue buying Xbox hardware. The gateway drug approach to exclusive content is a really valuable play, and I do think that when Microsoft says case by case in the context of publishing games on PlayStation, this is the intention. Console is at the heart of everything Xbox does and will continue to be one of the main pillars of gaming for Microsoft. Xbox has repeatedly committed to new hardware and revealed it is working on a handheld device. But, like I said before, console is no longer the only method of play that Xbox is interested in. In my view, the best thing the Xbox fanbase can do is take a pragmatic approach to what they have at their fingertips now, instead of getting sucked into a void of hysteria fueled by a need to generate clicks and conversation around the supposed quote-unquote death of their favorite platform. We had a killer showcase in 2024, there's another developer direct event coming in January, and Xbox's 2025 2025 is looking stacked. My advice would just be to enjoy the content you know is coming to your preferred platform instead of concerning yourself with content that others may or may not be able to experience at some point in the future, because the conversation around exclusivity takes up far more oxygen than it needs to in a year where we literally have more games than we know what to do with. Hey guys, my name is Headley, and I just want to say thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. You should also check out my Halo on PlayStation video, which I published around the time we started hearing rumors about Halo MCC going to PlayStation 5. It's a speculative piece, but it expands on the premise of content acting as a gateway drug into a wider ecosystem. And lastly, a massive thank you and a huge welcome to all of my new subscribers here. The Xbox Ad Explained video almost doubled my subscriber count, which is absolutely nuts. I'm super grateful for the support, and I hope you guys enjoy the other content I have on my channel. That's it from me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.